reality of something, because I'll tell you the truth, I didn't sleep well at last night or anything, man, and I didn't feel like getting up and doing my stretching routine. But the thing is, we must remember we are committed to this. The only way for this stretching routine or any stretching workout routine to work is if you stay committed. And that takes a person of integrity. So look deep within yourself, because you're about to take a journey when it comes to stretching your glutes. They're the largest muscle in the body, but they are the most neglected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through all the stretches so you can really see what this stretching routine will do for you, and then we'll go through the session. But thanks for subscribing, you guys, because yeah, it means a lot to me, because we want this channel to grow, because I'm fueling this whole entire thing with positivity, because that's what we need to impact the world with. Now, the first stretch within the glute segment, I'm going to go through, and it's very interesting the way the glute segment starts. It starts with something called wacky rowing. Okay? Now, the reason I developed this and put this within the stretching routine is for one reason. I was having problems with my rotator cuff. So I was told that I needed to make sure to work on my flexibility when it came to my shoulders, and then with my elbows too. And this helped me so much. Just a basic motion like this, it will definitely help you, you see. Now the next one is a little exercise that I actually named after a song called Rock the Boat. Okay? In that song, you're not supposed to rock the boat. But here, we're going to rock the boat. And what happens is when you go forward, you pull. And when you go backwards, you pull. And when you go forward, you breathe out. And when you go backwards, you breathe in. What's happening is we're doing resistance strength training, because we have 3 positions of this. This is position 1, position 2, and position 3. We are working out this whole entire portion of our arm with this called rock the boat. Okay? The next one I'll tell you is so important for everybody, because how much we use our phones and everything. Kind of think about this. If you're a marathon runner, okay? And if you're a marathon runner, and the thing is that if you don't stretch your muscles, well, you're gonna have some serious problems, okay? And think about how much you use your phone and you don't stretch your muscles in your hands. So we do this stretch here. It's called twisty fingers. And what happens is this: you put your hand here, and this hand, what you do is put flat on your mat behind you with the thumb pointed toward your back. Okay? Now, what will happen is we will then turn our head and then take this hand and put it behind the leg. Now, what happens is this: every time you breathe in with your deep, smooth breathing, what happens, in fact, let me bring the camera down here. I want you to actually see the fact of what happens. I'm gonna breathe in. Now watch my hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. See how my hand, it actually got pushed forward? The same thing happens with the hand behind you. When you breathe in, it is pushed forward. So you're getting those hands stretched out. And remember, throughout your stretching routine, stretch these fingers out as much as you can. I want to keep playing my phone. I want to keep playing my games on my phone. So let's make sure we stretch our hands so we don't develop hand disease. A cool thing about this stretch too is since you're twisting, you're getting a real cool stretch in your lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, and even your neck. So you're really hitting a lot of places there. The next one, if you've got neck and shoulder pain, this will help you so much. What you do is you tilt your head to the side like that. Now this hand, you're going to put the back of the hand against your back with the thumb pointed up towards your head. Now this is where it gets real, I'm telling you. We then take this hand, put it over our lap, and allow your nose to point towards your mat. Now every time you breathe in with your deep, smooth breathing, you feel the expansion. How you doing, Dixon? Yaz? Thanks for joining us. We are preparing to have a positive, productive day in every way. And this is a stretch that will affect you when it comes throughout your day because you're relieving a lot of stress and tension in your area. So that will definitely help you move. Now the next stretch, when it comes to this stretching routine, it really helps you in so many ways and even your mood. It has to do with the hip. Now, the reason I say your mood is because the hip is the area where the body stores emotional tension. How you doing, Easton? Thanks for joining us here because we're chilling out, preparing for our day. And one thing we'll really work on is our deep, smooth breathing. Right now, I'm taking us through the stretches, and like I was talking about, the hip. Everybody needs to stretch their hip, no matter what size you are or what age you are, because the hip helps us maintain our balance. So the more you stretch your hip, the less likely you will have falls that could be life-changing. I don't want to have to go to the doctor because I've fallen down. I don't want to have surgery because I've fallen down. So I'm going to stretch my hip as much as I can. That's why I say subscribe so you know when I come on live, because throughout all the stretching routines, we are targeting this area of the body one way or the other, because it has to do so much with back pain, since they're the glutes, but also emotional tension in your life. And that's one thing I will help you, and it will feel right. Now this stretch, okay, I'm gonna switch my legs because we wanna make sure we go in the direction where the foot is out front, okay? So what you do is when you breathe out, have those fingers spread apart. Remember, we gotta stretch out our hands and walk them to the side. Feel that stretch happening deep in your hip. Take a deep breath and feel it expand. Now, with you doing this, you will feel it deep in your hip and allow it to expand every time you breathe in with your deep, smooth breathing. Follow me. Breathe in. Breathe out. You feel that expansion happening in that hip area. My brother joined, his name. Thank you for joining, you guys, and subscribing. Definitely spread the station out to everyone. I'm serious because it's actually positivity under the sun. So we want to make sure we take care of our bodies and our minds. Now the final stretch is really cool when it comes to the whole entire glute segment. It has to do with stretching way deep in your glutes. You can call me, in fact, on the name, You can see it says C-RIZZLE. That is for C-RIZZLE, not Crizzle. See, like seeing with your eyes, Rizzle. And that's what we are going to do when it comes to actually our routine. And we will make it truly clean because I have it set up in such a cool way. Let me show you, everybody, the stretching routine that I have put together for you to help you improve yourself when it comes to your body and when it comes to your mind. Okay? This is called the Complete Health and Wellness Routine. It has 25 exercises and stretches. I have divided it into 3 segments that I go through twice a week. Cobra is Wednesday and Thursday. Glute is Tuesday and Friday. And Core is Wednesday and Saturday. And I have them on live streams 8 a.m. basically every single day. So I put this together for you so you will have a stretching routine and you will fall into a groove that you will have something that will expand your body and mind. And this is all you have to do is take a little bit of time each day and you will be able to stretch and expand yourself in so many ways. If you have any questions or anything, or want to know a little bit about me, boy, I've got some serious stories to tell. For one thing, I'll tell you this, is 8 years ago, I had the doctors tell me, well, you know what, man? Your pain is going to get worse and worse. And then what will happen is you will need to have surgery and you will most likely lose your mobility. Well, I didn't like that much. It freaked me out. So I talked to more doctors, physical therapists, yoga instructors and such. And 8 years ago, when I had it explained to me that I would lose my mobility because the pain was getting worse and worse, today I have no pain unless I stop my stretching routine. That's why I offer this to you. But I want to make one thing clear. I am not part of the medical industry and I have no professional credentials, like I'm not a yoga instructor or anything. I will tell you this though, that if I didn't get serious about my physical and mental development, I would most likely not be alive and talking to you now, or maybe even something worse. Okay? So, I am so thankful that I took things seriously. You know, this is your body. You need to maintain it. You know, you take care of your car, house, all sorts of things. So, shouldn't you maintain the most important thing you have, your body? Thanks for subscribing, because you'll know every time I come on live and we can stretch together, expand our body, and expand our mind, and prepare for this day to be a productive one as we breathe in time. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit the glute segment. But like I said, one thing that we're doing is we are preparing to have a positive, productive day. And there's a song that I like to play. It's actually called Prepare Myself. And it's pretty cool, to tell you the truth, because what it is someone actually preparing themselves to have a positive, productive day. You must prepare. Straight
I start my day in silence.
Chill.
Wear my slippers. Use my notebook.
Take your time.
My dreams, write them down. Write down your dreams. Write down your dreams. Don't forget to write down your dreams.
Don't let anybody bash your dreams. That's right.
More silence. More silence.
Prepare myself.
It's time to go.
chill,
My journey to where I'm going is steady and still silent.
Every journey of 1,000 miles
I
starts with
gather
one
my
step.
belongings and my clothes, my garments, my gloves,
Chill.
my socks, my heels.
You know what we're doing?
And I
Prepare
put them together
ourselves.
in a way.
Yeah.
I'm telling a story with my appearance.
Relax.
The silence starts to break. I start to sing to
Prepare myself.
myself.
That's
Engage
what
how
we're
I
doing.
feel.
We're preparing ourselves physically and
I put
mentally.
my clothes on. In still.
You're going to reach your
More
goals today.
silence. More
Prepare
silence.
myself.
Where's my water? Drink plenty of water.
Stay hydrated today.
Be fluid. Be one with water.
You know
Be
we're
one with
70%
air.
water. Prepare myself.
For the adventure.
Yeah.
For the purpose. of
Every day is an
music,
adventure.
For the sound to grow within my belly. I am ready to
Prepare
start my
myself.
day.
Think of your belly button. That's the center of your universe. Yeah.
I let my vocals carry me to the next moment.
As you focus on your deep, smooth breathing, that's right. You want to feel yourself breathe through the day, because if you think about it, everything we do, we are actually preparing ourselves in certain ways. Chill, that's right. So now we're gonna start. Let's see, how are you so flexible? Well, if you ask the question, how am I so flexible, is because 8 years ago, I was told that I was going to lose my mobility by doctors. So I didn't like that very much. I talked to more doctors, physical therapists, yoga instructors, and I took my physical and mental health seriously. I wasn't just trying to depend on somebody else. So one thing I did find out is cultures that have stretching as part of their society, they don't have as many age-related chronic diseases when it comes to the muscles and joints. So I put 2 and 2 together, got 4, and started to do some serious exploring. And I found out many things when it comes to the medical industry, okay? And my philosophy is this: I want to try to stay as far away from as possible that big box they call a hospital. That's what I want to try to do. So what I needed to do was improve what I ate, improve the way I treated my body when it came to mobility. And one thing I got serious about was stretching, and I developed this stretching routine. It's actually 25 stretches and exercises. It's called the C-RIZZLE Complete Health and Wellness Routine. But I divide it up into 3 routines. One is called Cobra segment, one is called Core segment, and one is called Glute segment. What we're doing this morning is Glute segment because it's Friday. So we're chilling, we're preparing for a day. So you want to have the healthiest person you can. Yes, you want to be the healthiest person you can. That's why you want to do things like maybe stop eating so much McDonald's. Maybe spend more time in the produce department. You know, there was a term when I did programming back in the 80s and 90s, we called it GIGO, G-I-G-O. And what that means in programming, that means garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you input into the system, you will get out of that. So if you put McDonald's into your body, you will get garbage out. And what I mean by garbage is physically you won't feel as well, and mentally you won't be able to be as mentally capable because you're eating junk food. Oh, thank you. Hey, that's interesting. You're bringing up things because a posture is a big thing having to do with the glutes. I'll tell you this because if you are suffering from aches and pains in your back, the more you work on your posture, the more you will be working on those aches and pains. Now, I will tell you this though, we have been very abusive to our backs. We've been slouching, doing all sorts of other things, and you know what? That is not the healthiest thing for your back. So what will happen is when you're working on your posture, your back will get sore some because you're redeveloping muscles back there, just like working out any other muscles. So persevere, give it 30 days, seriously, and things will be happening. But it will take some time, but do it. And when you breathe in time with your posture better, it begins to align things for you. Always work on your posture, always work on your deep, smooth breathing. It will help you when it comes to pain, it will be relieving, and also anxiety and stress, it will be relieving. Just by focusing on your deep, smooth breathing. Excellent, you guys. Now we're gonna hit our glutes, okay? And I will tell you, this is something that you definitely want to dedicate yourself for 30 days from all these facts. You can be a doctor or a therapist. Well, you know, one thing I have to say about that when it comes to the doctor and the therapist and such, I definitely understand what you're saying. And one thing that I hope and wish so much is that science, and especially medical science, won't disregard the thousands of years of humanity's investigation on how to take care of the body, okay? I just can't discredit all of that when it comes to the yoga masters putting all the stretches together, the herbs and everything else that humanity has used to help heal the body, but also help the body be better, okay? I can't disregard that. I know science likes to, but there's so much more than pills, okay? And remember, when you take a pill does something good, but it also does something bad for the body. So if you're required to take a pill, find out what the side effects are of the medication and see if there's something that you can help with that side effect, okay? My medication, one of the side effects it has is it's hard on the liver. So what I do is I actually take avocado seed to help cleanse my and also avocado extract. Avocado seed and artichoke extract. Take the stuff, gotta remember what it is. But it helps cleanse my liver. So it's going ahead and contradicting the side effects of the medication. And when you do something like that, make sure you talk to your doctor and get medical advice, okay? But we have to remember that when it comes to our physical well-being, hey, I'm going to tell you, that's up to you. Your physical well-being is up to you. Are you going to take care of yourself? Are you going to stretch? Are you going to move and exercise, or are you going to be sedentary? Hey, and what are you going to put in your body? Because to be your best, you want to put better things in it, okay? So, I thank you so much for coming here, Victoria. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your comments and everything. And if you have any questions, or if anybody else has any questions, go ahead and ask them, and I'll go ahead and try to watch the screen as we're going ahead and doing this stretching routine. All right, you guys, we're gonna hit our glutes, and we're gonna go and show some proof of what the body can do. That's right. Now, get your mat or your blanket, or to sit on your bed or whatever. Your life is mostly about vegetables, health, and good posture. Well, I like to read some too. Okay. This is called whack. This is called. I got lost track here. This is called. There we go. Rock the boat. That's right. What this does here is we're working on our strength training around our arms. It has 3 positions. Position 1, position 2, and position 3. And when you are going forward, you want to pull. And when you're going backwards, you want to pull. So you're getting some resistance strength training. And just chill. Good. And feel right. And talk about posture like Victoria said. You want to work on your posture through your stretching routine, because think about it like this. When you go to the chiropractor for aches and pains, what do? They realign you. So you want to make sure during your stretching routine that you are as aligned as possible, but also that you have good posture. And I gotta tell you this now, I've been doing this so much, I'm telling you, because if you notice, the writing behind me is reversed. So what you gotta do is when you have writing behind you, you need to make sure to use the back camera whenever you're streaming or using things like WhatsApp. See, that's what I'm talking about. See how the writing is the right direction now? Because I turned it and it's the back camera. Yeah, now it actually says rock the boat. I'm not sure where we are, but we will continue. Yeah, with the stretching routine, you'll go very far because it impacts you when it comes to your upper body, but also you want to be fit, not jacked. That's right. I like that statement, Victoria, because you want to be fit, you want to be toned. Being ripped and all that other stuff, you know what? I'm gonna leave that all alone. If you think about it, when it comes to what's in fashion, a toned body always is in fashion. So if you keep yourself toned, you'll always be in vogue. GQ and all of that. All you have to do is stretch, work out, eat right, but all that surgery and all that crap, leave it alone. It's so hard on your body. Seriously, take 30 minutes a day with me. And that way, your body won't be in jeopardy. You're taking care of yourself. Think about it. This is what you need. Good. All right. Do you live in Pennsylvania? No, but I live definitely in America. Okay? Good. Now let's do a little bit of wacky rowing. Excellent. Great. Good. In fact, I should be going up to my cabin in like a couple weeks, so we'd be able to have our stretching routine in the Sierras. Yeah. Ooh, this is awesome. I call this dive bomber. Okay? Because what you do is you put your hand right here and spread those fingers apart like we always do and go to the side. Now point these fingers behind you. Feel that stretch deep in your hip. And what I'm going to tell you is absolutely legit. It is so important to stretch your hip no matter what size you are or what age you are. Because I'll tell you, the hip is the area that helps you maintain your balance. So stretching your hip will help you to avoid falls that could be life changing. See, what I want to do, I want to avoid falling down and going to see that doctor. I don't want to have surgery and then take painkillers and maybe lose my mobility. So you know what I do? I stretch every day. And I invite you here 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time so you can be the best that you can be and impact our society with your positivity. Seriously. And the fundamentals of this channel, that's what it's about. There's too many things on the internet where the fundamentals are negativity. How old are you? I am actually 58 years old. And I'll tell you, a big reason why I look younger is because garbage in, garbage out. I really listened to my mom when she said to eat your vegetables and such. But I didn't do that all my life. I was bad too. But one thing I did was when I was like in my 30s and such, I improved what I ate and such, and I rode my bike a lot. Good. Oh, thank you for the compliment, but my body is far from perfect. In fact, that's what makes it more perfect, because it's imperfect. And my body is continually fixing itself. That's why we need to make sure to take care of it. Ooh, I love this stretch. It's called Twisty Fingers. Take your hand, put it right here. Spread those fingers apart, dear. Remember, and put this hand flat behind your back with the thumb pointed toward your back. Now, check your posture like Victoria said. And a good way I like to do it is put my chin on the shelf. And then with this stretch, turn your head level like a robot. I am AI. Good. Now here's where the twist in with the fingers comes in. Put it behind your thigh. Put the fingers on your mat, and I'll tell you why. Because when you breathe in with your deep, smooth breathing, your lungs expand, which pushes this hand down, and the hand behind you, it pushes it forward. So you're getting that stretching action even in your hands. But I'll tell you this too, with you twisting yourself around like this, you're getting that stretch in your back in a different way, because when you breathe in, your back expands. Yeah, let's get the other side. We gotta even ourselves out, you know what I mean? To be that incredible human machine that's imperfect. Yeah, I'm imperfect. I'm so happy I'm imperfect. Let's put our chin on the shelf and turn our head. Yeah. All through your stretching routine, you want to make sure to spread your fingers as wide as far as apart as you can. You want to feel that stretch in between the fingers. Just think you're doing that for 30 minutes a day, how much better your fingers will feel. I like the use of my hands for so many different things. I don't want hand pain, but I want to tell you one thing. since we're talking about hand pain, one thing that I realized was good, get those copper gloves that are fingerless. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them with the fingers too if you have finger pain directly. But with me, the copper is incredible. It's almost like it sucks the pain out. So if you have hand pain, try getting those copper gloves. I've had people tell me that it really helps. Hello, my name is Kobe. I'm 10 years old and a boy is my mom's account. Okay, that's good. I'm glad your mom's having you use her account. And remember, dude, your mom's the one you want to listen to. There's a lot of lies on the internet all over the place. If you ever question anything, ask your mom, Kobe, and she'll tell you the truth, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch our neck and our shoulders. So take the back of your hand and put it against your back with the thumb pointed up towards your head. Now take your hand and put it against your lap and allow your nose to point towards your mat. Now breathe with me with your deep, smooth breathing and feel that expansion happening, melting that stress away. And allow yourself to get lost in the stretch. Focus on your belly button. That's the center of your universe. Breathe with me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I showed you that one because I want you to know what it's like to have really deep, smooth breathing. Okay? I understand that the one we were doing was held kind of long. But as you develop yourself in your stretching routine and listen to more of the breathing song, relax and chill. That's great, Victoria. And I want you to do, I'm sorry, Victoria, I keep calling you Victoria, Kobe. Okay, Kobe, make sure that when you are doing something new like this, you talk to your mom, Victoria. Seriously. Okay? Because your mom loves you. And she'll always tell you the truth. Call me whatever. I'll call you Kobe, dude, because that's your name. So, Kobe, with this stretch, you want to make sure that your foot is up front like this, and that's the direction we want to go in. And spread those fingers apart. Good. Relax and feel it all the way down to your hip. I'm telling you, this is something that will help you so much when it comes to stretching your hip. Because you heard me mention about the balance that it will help you maintain, but there's something else, and this is so cool, and you will not remain the same. It has to do with your mood, emotions, because the hip is the area where the body stores a lot of emotional tension. With me, I'll tell you this is what happened. When I really started to stretch this area, my mood changed. I became more calm and peaceful, and I began to think more clearly. Stretching our hips will help every part of your life because you'll stay more calm, relaxed, cool, and collected. You know, we have to understand that things are gonna go wrong. It's not so much the things that go wrong, it's how you
handle it. And that's easy to say after you've gone through it. Way to go. And Kobe, if you're still hanging out too, way to go, dude. We're gonna go the other direction, but it's so important that you lift your legs with your arms, since we've had them crossed, and cross them the other way, because we're gonna go in the other direction. You want to make sure to keep things consistent when stretching, especially our hip. I explained how important it is to stretch that hip. In fact, if you think about it, stretching the hip could actually save your life, because since stretching the hip helps you maintain your balance, making it less likely you will fall, you may avoid a fall that will cause you no longer to be living. So, let's see, now I don't have to go to the chiropractor. No, wait a second. You need to make sure you talk to the chiropractor, and you make sure definitely to talk to your mom and your parents when it comes to any decisions like that, okay, dude? Do that for me, please, because it's so important for your safety, and that's what's really cool, and that's something that I definitely hope you're learning in school. Your safety. Keep yourself cool. Yeah. Remember, Kobe, you're our future. Seriously, you're our future, man. Things are pretty interesting now, but I depend on you. So really pay attention in school and look for the truth in everything. The absolute truth, man. And hang on to it. And be positive. Good. Feel the stretch deep down in that hip. So are you dude? Are you dude? I am a dude, if you mean that am I a male of humanity. If that's what you mean, yes. It's funny you say that, because it just made me think, because I had a niece of mine, and she was gay, and her and her girlfriend, they always used to call each other dude. Hey dude, hey dude. It was really cool, as a matter of fact. But yes, I am a man, if that's what you're asking. Okay. And this next one we're going to do is roundabout. I mean, you are the future. I am the future? What do you mean by that? Kobe, tell me. Because I'd like to know what you mean. I am the future. Wow. I've never had anybody say that to me. Cool. Thanks, man. Seriously. That means way farther than I could ever reach. Really. And I appreciate you. Now you got me all choked up. Seriously, man, I really appreciate you. Okay, the next stretch we're gonna do is called handsies, because we gotta stretch our hands like you hear me mention so much about. What you wanna do is allow your weight of your arm to stretch your fingers, and do the same thing with your thumb. In talking about hands, when I was overseas in the Philippines and a massage therapist was giving me a massage, she went and she was, with my left hand, she was massaging and she goes, did you break your finger? Did you break your thumb? I was like, broke my thumb? And she said, yeah, you broke your thumb sometime in your past. I was like, whoa! When I got back to the States, I took an x-ray and I had broken my thumb in the past and I didn't know it. And the thing is that I have shooting pains in my left hand sometimes. And that's because I broke my thumb. Now, I do not have shooting pains in my hand
unless I stop my stretching routine. If I stop my stretching routine, then I get pains in my hand. So the thing is, I stay on my stretching routine, and especially with my hands. This one's called finger mashing. Now, when you put your fingertips together, you want to put your knuckles together. Don't put your palms flat. Watch your posture, just like Kobe said, and then push down when you breathe out. And when you breathe in, that expansion happens, and it pushes your hands even more together. Thanks for the reaction. Good. Feel the tingles in your fingers? The tingling there? That's your hands saying, thank you for stretching me. You better believe it. Good. Now this one is really good for your posture. What you want to do is take those fingers and point them down your spine. Take your other arm and grab it. And then when you breathe in time with the breathing song, you feel your whole entire torso expand. In fact, you're most likely stretching muscles that you have never stretched before. And with that expansion, with that deep, smooth breathing, it will help you do so many things, even sleep better, because you're stretching your muscles out, allowing them to relax. And at the end of the day, you won't be so sore. You will know that you completed your task. And that is because you prepared yourself to have a positive, productive day. And you're smart because you're taking care of your body with your deep, smooth breathing, with working on your posture. And people will compliment you like Kobe did to me about having good posture. You know that how that makes you look? That makes you look more confident when you have better posture. So, let's chill. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So point these fingers down your spine and reach over with the other arm. Now breathe. Breathe out. Feel the expansion. It forces you actually to sit taller. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. That's awesome. Breathe in. You've got it. That's right. Excellent. And if you're sweating a little bit, that's cool. Really. Because we are here to stretch ourselves and also burn calories. You will get to the point that you will find in your personal history that you become addicted to a positive thing, which is stretching, taking care of your body, and you will be understanding that as you take care of yourself better, your body and mind, you will be able to cause things to even be redefined more for the positive. We must want to live, to be productive in every way. Good. I feel my torso. Good. That's good. You feel that torso expanding. You've got it. It'll help you when it comes to relaxing. Excellent. Because this stretch here, I'm going to tell you, if you have back problems or you want to avoid them, I do it and I make this clear. Keep your legs crossed. Spread those fingers wide apart
And then when you walk them forward, begin to start to feel that stretch happening way deep in your back. In fact, let me move you over a little bit here so I can show you what the booty bender is about, okay? Because what happens is this, is it starts more in this area, and then as the stretch continues, it actually goes and wraps up under the booty. And it gives you an intense stretch when it comes to your glutes. Right on point. And like I said at the beginning, you know the glutes are really responsible when it comes to aches and pains in the back because we're not stretching them. I think one of the worst things that happened to the body was the creation of the CPU chip, because that created the computer, everything else, if you think about it, that causes to be sedentary today. In fact, Kobe, I want to tell you something. Make sure, dude, you go out and play. Don't sit in front of the computer and your phone all day. Your body is meant to move around. We don't want to clown around with that, because when you see people on walkers and wheelchairs and everything, one thing they may not have done in their life is worked on their mobility. So that is definitely something that you definitely want to continue to do all of your life, and it will help you feel right. Let's go ahead and change this so we can continue on to make sure that this is on repeat. And there we go. Excellent. So we have completed the glute segment. And you are awesome. You are amazing. Seriously. Give me 1 second. I'm going to your channel. All right, excellent. Check it out, because there's a lot of videos talking about all sorts of things. In fact, you bring up my channel. Let's talk about that for a second. Like I mentioned about the stretching routine, I really put it together. It's been an 8-year process, and I set it up personally because of my knee. I had surgery on my knee twice for the meniscus, and it was popping out of place again, and it was about to rip once again. Now my other knee was starting to do the same thing, and so needless to say, I'm freaking out. If anybody out there has ever ripped their meniscus, it is one of the most painful things that I've ever experienced in my life. Okay, so the thing is, I started stretching, investigating. I knew this thing here is my most important thing that I have, because it is my body, and it's everything that I need to maintain a positive reality. That's the thing about wanting to seize the moment and focus on a positive future. And that's what we must hang on to, a future to be positive. Because so much negativity is bombarding our society that it's hard for us to even think about being free when it comes to our body. Because so many things are happening when it comes to food, air, and water. Think about it. We have to buy our water, okay? So, with that being said, take seriously when it comes to your health. Take care of yourself. Your vegetables are cool. Use your body as a positive tool. Make sure to be aware of your surroundings, always. And I really tell you that. I live in Pakistan. Where is Pakistan? I'm not sure exactly where that is, Kobe. Pakistan. Is that in the United States? It sounds very nice. In fact, I just came from out of the country. I traveled overseas about a year ago, and I was able to help some and everything else. And it really helped myself because I realized I had a lot of entitlement issues, and it helped me actually redefine myself. Okay? Redefine myself, because it's so important that we really know what we represent because of everything that's happening in the world today. That's why I'm here with you now, because I want to help you prepare for everything that will lay before us. And remember, I'm here every morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so we can chill together. And I thank you so much for subscribing, all the likes, comments, and everything. Just make sure to be aware of your surroundings today. And also tonight, I will have our chill session to come down after a chaotic day that you maybe had to deal with. So, I'll see you tonight and see you tomorrow, so we can really get more of our stretching routine down and remove that negative tension and get rid of some of our sorrow. So be safe.